I'm here with the lovely Gillian right now. Hi, Gillian.
Hi.
Gillian's from Australia and a good friend too. Anyway, earlier on, I saw this advert where this guy's trying to put in a business, but he showed that they're putting all these little boxes up. They're not things on masks, they're boxes, they fit them. And then what it is I see that 6G network here, and it talks about this technology is known as high electron mobility transmitters. What's your thoughts on that, Gillian?
Well, yeah, it seems that 6G, like Australia, I saw a video a while ago that we're going to skip 5G and go straight to 6G, whereas you have, so instead of those towers with the transmitters or whatever it is on them, it'll be in our modems and our internet in our houses, in every house. And,
oh my God.
Yeah, I think they're going to bring in all kinds of technology, like voice-to-skull technology. I think they'll be able to use that.
Is that linking up with the brain? Remember I said they want us linked to a brain?
Yes.
And not just that, you know, like, load of people, it's going to be in their routers. People don't realise it's going to be in their house. I mean, I'm on cable right now, so it shouldn't be there at all, hopefully, but it's going to be in every house. And even if it's next door and you don't have it, it's still going to come into your house because it's next door.
And it's a thing called Neural Link. I think that's one of the things, but I think this lot want to skip where you actually have to have like a pacemaker inside you. It's where they can just automatically interact with your brain waves.
Look at this.
So
the presence of this charge
and that sort of stuff, I guess. I don't know.
The presence of this charge gives the device the ability to operate at high frequencies because the electrons are free to move quickly through it without obstruction. And that's done with what's the cable? I can't think of the cable now that they're using for that. Hang on.
Fiber optics?
That's it, fiber optics. That's because they're using fiber optics.
Oh.
One of the boys, my daughter's dad, he went on a course about fiber optics, and when he came back, he said, I could have been studying this for years. There's that much information on fiber optics. So it's got that much in it. Do you think, wow? And this is years ago. This is like 2000s. He went on that course because that's when I was with him.
Yeah, well, I think Australia wanted to go fiber optics, and the government went NBN. Whatever that means.
And this probably all links up with HARP, doesn't it?
I don't know. Yeah, and CERN, the computers.
Yeah, well, hang on a second.
The digital era. That's what they're talking about. We're moving into the digital era. This is the Industrial Revolution number 4 or something.
Oh my God! Hang on a minute, Julian. I've got a picture up. It says 6th generation wireless is the successor to 5G cellular technology. 6G networks will be able to use higher frequencies than 5G and provide substantially higher capacity and more lower latency. But do we need any more? I mean, it's pretty damn fast right now. We can have Hangouts fine. There's no delay. We don't need it. If this is 4G, it's great as it is.
Yeah, I don't think it's for that. It's these big companies that have the technology. It's this transhumanism, digital era stuff, and they want to use it.
Look at this.
Whether we want it or not, we're not being asked, really.
Does 7G exist? It is a fact that at present there is no country in the world where 7G or 8G network is being provided. Yes, internet speeds may be higher than you think, but it does not mean that there is a 7G or 8G network in that country. They don't say it doesn't exist, they're just saying they haven't put it out, but for all we know, 6G could be 7 or 8G.
Well, look up what countries do have 6G.
Hang on then, 1 second. Oh my God. So, is 6G available in any country? China has officially launched research and development work for 6G networks, having only just rolled out 5G. South Korea is the other country with a nationwide rollout of 5G besides China. Countries like the UK and the USA have had a much more limited rollout often focused on a handful of cities. So is this why China, the China virus, is such a threat? Because China's trying to, the Middle East are taking over.
And our ruling elite are fighting back. There's like two groups.
Hang on a second, there's a bit more, like it says, is 5G, oh look at that, which country has a 7G network? It wasn't there. Oh my god! Which countries have a 7G network? Which countries have 4G network? I don't know what that means. South Korea, Japan, Norway and Hong Kong. And then, is Japan using 6G? Right, we're going to, it's got, because these questions keep coming up. 6G is expected to launch around 2030 and could be 10 times faster than 5G. The Japanese government is drawing up a 6G strategy and setting up a dedicated panel on the technology, reports say. What company has 6G? 6G, the sixth generation of wireless communication technologies supporting cellular data networks. It will be the successor to 5G and will be sufficiently faster at speeds. So, i.e. Nokia, Samsung, and there's more, LG, and whatever that one is, Hui, whatever that is. And then obviously I did the Wikipedia one, and there's loads more, like, where is 10G in the world? Should we have a look? I can't imagine that's anywhere. Oh my god. Korea launches UCLP enabled 10 gigabytes per second, 10G. Korea, North America and China. Korea-China network circuits in 2005, making them the first major steps towards 10G. So why are they pretending to argue? They can't go to war with them because they're doing their work with them. How ridiculous is that?
Because they haven't finished. Like, there's more that can be added to these technology, more that can be linked to it.
China starts 6G development. Which countries in the world already have 5G and 6G?
And what they're trying to do now is they're saying that, like, there aren't really countries anymore. There's just groups of people that.
Well, it's all in research, isn't it? That's what they're saying. But you know what they've got? They've got as a picture a dial with like 1G, 2, 3G, 3, and then they're turning it up. And I don't think this is good for us, do you?
Well, from the experiments that I've seen about 5G, it's not compatible with our bodies very well. Like, oxygen, it makes it hard for it to be able to absorb oxygen, I think. That's what I came away from those videos with.
Which
it affects the oxygen molecules, so we can't absorb them.
That sort of links in with the virus, doesn't it? But I saw HARP wanting us to have a chip. And what's HARP? We've got HARP all around us. So they probably have got 7G, 8G, because this is what HARP probably is.
Yeah, well, that's the weather control stuff, isn't it, as well?
Well, on the board it said weather and mind control. I mean, they're such different things. But, yeah, weather and mind control and a chip. So it's nothing
That's
to
what
do.
It says on there.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with the virus. Yeah, it's on my video I made. It's not to do with the virus.
Okay.
It's to do with HARP wanting us to have a chip.
Well, I think they're trying to skip the chip.
So what, they get us all focused on a chip or injections, and basically it's going to be about something else. Because once they whack that up with high frequency, it's going to affect our brains. I'm pretty sure it will. We've got an we've got an electric pulse in our heart and our brain. It's going to affect them. Anyway, do you think that's enough? Because we only just wanted to mention it. That they're talking about 10G now. Like, this isn't going to stop, is it?
No, it is, yeah, and people need to get onto it to understand what they're trying to do, or it'll be too late.
But you know something though,
almost
Gillian?
late.
Now they want to bring all that in. Now everybody's lost their, well, a lot of people have lost their jobs and we're going into another lockdown. Who could buy the technology to get the G? Because we're all going to be stuck with our old phones and things.
That's why they'll go. They want to, you know. So, like at the moment, I've got my phone in my hand. It's not plugged into anything. So they will be able to communicate with us straight into our brains, with no need for. We won't be able to avoid it, I imagine, unless you move out of the area. I don't really know what they have planned. I just think 6 billion people. It's a lot of chips, a lot of resources. But I don't know. What do I know?
It says Sue Singh, XXYN.
I mean, you've got a lot of different
Head of
companies doing a
5G
lot of different
technology, working at
technologies.
China's Ministry of Industry and Information. So, you know, they always moan about China, but China seems much more advanced than we are. If you know what I mean.
Well,
when it comes
it's
to
where
it.
the companies have all sunk their money into to make their products. So they've had a lot of... And China does go around stealing intellectual information. They always have. And then I don't even know, really, if you should own information. Can you patent information and claim that you own it? A lot of people... There's a lot of examples of two people opposite sides of the world inventing the same thing at the same time. Same with music.
But don't forget, they tell us one thing and they tell you something else, like that program, and it said that Trump wasn't going to win. And okay, it's great we've got that program. It was on YouTube, it was a video, and I thought, why are they telling us this? Don't they need to be telling the Americans that? We don't need to know. You know, it's like them having a video on Boris, that Boris isn't going to get in. It means nothing to the Americans. So they're always telling you this stuff, aren't they? They're always lying, and I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's like the whole world has been shut down and affected because the powers that be in America don't want Trump in. So what, the whole world has to be affected?
So they all work together.
It's like everybody's being punished, not just America, for Trump being there.
But they all work together, don't they?
Yeah. Well, I think so. But then I do think that there's infighting. Even like, you know...
Well, Boris, I told you, at the what's the name, Nations, he was going, brown tech, blue tech, we've got all the tech you need, and I actually know that they were laying all these cables. When we were in lockdown, they were laying all these cables. I was out when they were doing it in London, so they were laying all these cables.
Yes.
United Nations, that's it. You just don't know what it's all about.
Well, I think they're just using all the technologies in different areas, whatever they can do. I imagine you can't roll it all out in one hit. It takes time to put physical things into place, so...
Well, they don't seem to care about us or whether it's data.
Technology.
I find really incredible. There's no testing going on to make sure what this is like for human beings. They're just rolling it out and rolling it out. And no one's questioning these people.
No, because if they were tested, then they wouldn't be able to do it, because it wouldn't meet safety standards.
Of course it wouldn't. We're just the guinea pigs. I don't think we've learnt very much, because we've had another civilization before ours that seemed to be a lot more advanced, whether it's got pyramids in it or someone told me Tartaria, they had moving pavements. So they had much more technology. Well, they're gone, something happened. And they're going to do it all over again.
Yeah. I don't think they're finished. I think it's a continuation of the same destruction still.
It's so bizarre because, you know, I saw one of these videos with Boris, and he was out and he was caught shopping, and he was going, oh, well, vote for me, we'll build up the small businesses. So it's made everybody look one way when actually they were going to do something else to us.
And our news is made up a very small portion of the world. So we don't even know what effect other countries are having.
I did, you know, I read you out that letter that the person had put, and I read it out and made it into a video on Sun and Moon. But, you know, it's just amazing that I don't know, it's just we're living in such a lie. But anyway, June, I don't want to say any more because we're living in a lie. The whole thing's a lie, all of it. But at the same time, we're rolling it, going Mach 80 as we're running around space. I don't know how people can think that we're doing that we're just free floating on we go. We never come back, and the stars come with us, and rah. Anyway. Well, it's crazy, isn't it?
I was saying yesterday, like, it's comets that reappear every so many years whilst we're flying through space.
Well, we're not flying through space. Can you feel it? No. But anyway, we'll stop on that one, Julian. But Julian,
Okay.
thanks for your input in that. And we're not moving. Anyway, big hugs, my darling.
Okay, bye.
Oh,